Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Don't Tell Mama. As a courtesy to all the performers this afternoon, we ask that you take a moment to silence your cell phones. We ask that there is no video or photography, and please be mindful to keep the aisles as clear as possible for both the performers and the wait staff this afternoon. And please, ladies and gentlemen, no texting.
No texting.
Thank you. And now please welcome to the stage, Bobbie Horowitz.
I'm so honored that you are here, and I'm so thrilled that I'm able to continue doing this show that honors people, if you can believe it or not. It was started in the 80s, honoring people who were over 50 and still contributing and doing what they do and working. And now, tonight, I'm here and one of the performers is going to be my baby, who is 54. Now, I know I make a thing about age, but my parents used to talk about it, but I didn't realize how time seems to go so much more quickly when you've had more of it. But I think now on the planet, we are looking at ages a little differently, and so many things have changed. And I am so proud of who I'm honoring tonight. I don't think anybody in the cabaret industry doesn't know the name Ricky Ritzel. Because he has helped so many people. And he's still doing it. Yes. And he just absolutely warms my heart and has gone through what, people go through. But he is just such a joy. And he's here in the room, and he'll get up and say a couple of words. And my second honoree is a fellow that I met not that long ago. Well, actually, now that I look at it, it's probably close to 5 years already. How quickly it goes. And when I met him, I didn't realize how unusual his life was and what he really accomplished in helping people. I mean, he's been on Broadway. And he's produced shows. But more than that, he's overcome many physical disabilities, and not only overcome them, but found a way to help others through them. He still runs marathons, and he trains young people, and he is such a joy. And he has a wonderful relationship with Elmo, the son, and he's just great. Now, to really introduce him, I have a fellow who I've wanted to have in my shows always, because when he was a little kid, I used to wheel him around the city outside of the Algonquin Hotel. I don't need the wheels anymore. He doesn't need the wheels anymore. But when I told him I was honoring Kevin Kraft, he said, "Really? You're kidding." And you're going to find out why.
Well, I first met Kevin when he did my show, The Lad, and I've seen him in many shows and musicals. Tonight he did several Cole Porter musicals, and then there was the acclaimed off-Broadway musical, The Fartiste, in which he played the title role. Yes, it was an actual Moulin Rouge headliner, known for his rare wind instrument.
Typecasting.
And lately, I have just I've seen how Kevin has become this health guru. He looks like Clark Kent, but underneath there's Superman there.
Really? There is.
I mean, he has been pumping iron, and I think he made a tutorial in Men's Health, and you know, it's kind of made me jealous. But
You can start, Matthew.
okay, but I have a plan with some music by George Gershwin. I'll build a body like Kevin Kraft with a new weight every day. Though I'm more winded than sudden drafts, it's the Kevin Crafty way. I'll build up pectorals like Hercules had. Heck, look like a Jack LaLanne's ad. I'll build a body like Kevin Kraft, as Greek statues might display. More on the subject, who was hero in the forum? Nathan Lane did, not zero. Who's the farty sparky so loud and clear? Oh my, oh me, with many rare skills, plus acrobatics, none greater as a snazzy audiobook narrator, circus clown who even did Shakespeare later. Now his chest is what has people beguiled with wild ecstatics. Let's add to that, he has no waist, no body fat, yet angel-faced. If I practice, maybe I could be as machismo as he, all natural. I'll build a body like Kevin Kraft's with no nude shots ever seen. I'll be a model whose photographs rate a Men's Health magazine. Like Kraft, I'll flex my mighty muscles on stage. Sex, god of a geritol age. I'll build a body like Kevin Kraft, find a Nautilus and pray God help me till I'm broader than Broadway. Has to been gay.
And if I look dizzy, I think I told you that's one of the reasons I like to keep doing things when I have this allergy, to let people know that you can survive with it. And more people are getting it now. A lot of people are getting it. And it came across because there's global warming on the planet down in the South Atlantic. And it traveled up. They thought I had Alzheimer's, as many of you know. I was put in the hospital. They said, no, you don't. And it's this. And I get it every year, and then it goes away. And I'm learning to live with it. And I'm hoping the planet gets rid of it. And I bet we will. I have a feeling we will.
Yeah.
We love you. Where is Kevin?
Way back.
Kevin's back here.
Hi.
I would love him to get, would you want to come up and take a quick bow?
Sure.
Say a word? I've got crazy stories.
What asked me to come on the stage? What? I'm so shy.
Take off your shirt.
I don't know what to say other than, first of all, Michael, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. That tickled my funny bone, and you kind of hit every little weird nuance of my very strange career, including putting front and center playing the Fartiste. Yes. Joseph Pujol, look him up. I was very disappointed when I saw Moulin Rouge on Broadway recently, which I love, but no Joseph Pujol in that show. He was the #1 entertainer in the Moulin Rouge. And yes, he had a farting act.
One of the reviews said, it'll blow you away.
I don't know how we got to the rehearsals, because as he mentioned in his song, we had a comedian. Obviously, I cannot produce noises on cue, so they hired a comedian who could make sounds. He did all these sound effects for the show, wind and birds and stuff. And then when it came time for my character to do his act on the Moulin Rouge stage, he would make the voices. And me and the director, he would just, for hours, we were like frat boys in rehearsal going, what if we did this and make that noise? What if we did that and make that noise? How do I make a duck noise? It was just crazy. What a great time. I really appreciate that part of what I've been asked to kind of represent is overcoming health challenges. Because I've always, like many of us, I think, particularly when we're young, thought I was immortal. And as we grow older, we encounter mortality, whether it's with our peers or with ourselves. And I've always thought I was a very healthy guy. I had a very low heart rate. I had a standing heart rate of 40. Wow. Every doctor said, well, you're the healthiest guy I know, you run marathons, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out I have bradycardia, which means you have a heart rate that's 30 to 40 beats lower than most people. So I actually can't get my heart rate up fast enough. So even though I was a very good marathon runner, I was a terrible sprinter. And then eventually, and I've never said this publicly, so I'm not sure I want to say this publicly, because it gets into the modeling thing, but a few years ago I got a pacemaker, and boy, it was just in the nick of time too. So thank God for Photoshop with my modeling sessions, because you can just take the pacemaker right out of the pack like that. Pacemaker, no pacemaker. You want me for pharmaceutical with a pacemaker? I got one. I'm a normal guy, I got Photoshop. Yeah, so anyway, when that happened, and I also went public with this last year, I developed chronic lymphocytic leukemia about 4 or 5 years ago, and my father also passed from COVID last year. And I think, and I am a father myself, and a single father at this point, and I think I took all that very seriously. And frankly, there wasn't much else to do during the pandemic, and I needed routine, so I did go to the gym quite a bit, and committed myself to not only helping myself be there for my son, but also to help people be their best at whatever age they are. And so I did hit the gym pretty hard, and I have been in remission for 3.5 years. I have not had a cold, thank you. I have not had a cold in 3.5 years. I've had all my vaccines, never had a reaction, and I'm actually healthier than I was in my 20s when I was in Forum. So I feel very blessed, and I feel like one, that I had a second chance. 2, that our mortality is somewhat in our control. What we eat, what we choose to do for exercise, what kind of stressful situations we put ourselves in, and primarily, what do we do with the majority of our time? Do we do what we love? And I would think that most of the people in this room do what they love for their living, for their life. And I think that's the number one thing to keep you healthy and young and thriving. Because if you're not doing what you came here to do, what's the point? What's the point? So thank you for acknowledging me and letting me speak a little bit. And I appreciate you all very, very much, and poking a little fun at me. And I intend to be the last lost boy standing. I'm not going anywhere for a very long time. Yay. If anyone else have anything to say with it. And I hope you are too. And I hope we all get to work together again in another capacity. Thank you so much.
I have to say that allergy makes me dizzy. And that'll go away. I mean, I have it now, but I know it'll go away. So I've learned to live with it. And if you feel something like that, no, it might be that allergy to a plant weed that I think is going to be leaving the planet. It was leaving the planet, and then it kind of stayed, but I think we'll take care of it. Okay, now we have performers honoring the honorees. Oh, and Ricky is going to come up and say a couple of words later, I hope, our honoree Ricky Ritzel. And now, our first performer is the reason I still want to get up in the, well, I love all of you, but a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to keep living. And he is an actor, MC, singer, songwriter, and show host. And he is here, and his wonderful friend Ariella. They had a wonderful, wonderful theater troupe, and produced so many plays, and they worked so wonderfully together. And here is David Frederick Slone. Sing a number I'm not allowed to
just so you know, our theater company is still alive. We're called The Love Show. I'll talk about that afterwards. I'm of course here to honor the honorees, and more than that, I'm here to honor anybody who's here, because if you're here, you've overcome something. I don't need to say what the last couple of years have been like. So, Matthew, if you please. Feel free to sing along. I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. And we go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll go on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No one's a loser, 'cause we are all champions in this world. I've taken my vows, my curtain calls. You've given me a smidgen of notoriety, so I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I see it as a challenge for the whole human race, and we're not gonna lose. And we go on and on and on and on. We are the champions, my friend. Champions, we are the champions. No one's a loser, 'cause we are all champions. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll go on fighting till the end. The champions, we are the champions. No one's a loser, 'cause we are all champions of the world. I have a company called The Love Show. If you go to The Love Show NYC, you'll see our schedule, which right now has nothing on it because we just completed a run. But we have an unusual pop-up theater in the middle of Port Authority bus terminal. And we're about to have a whole bunch of shows. We're probably going to remount our Romeo and Juliet that just finished. It is an unusual experience and one that I invite you all to treat yourselves to. It's free. You will be standing in a corridor in Port Authority bus terminal for what that's worth. But please check us out.
Yeah.
Angela and David, they really have a great company and they really do wonderful work. Okay, I better move quickly. Now, a woman, can you come up? Are you going to be up or are you going to be from your seat, Sally?
Sally, Ann.
Is it me?
It's Ann. It's Ann first.
I have no, it's Ann.
It's Ann. It's Ann.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's okay, it's Ann. Wonderful, grooving on a Sunday. Who doesn't know that? And you know the wonderful woman who helps so many people as well as running grooving on a Sunday. She's been such a help to me. I can't even begin. Han McCormack.
Okay, so forgive me. This is the first time I'm singing actually instead of virtually in 2 years. That's why I brought my phone up.
Can you change the background? San Francisco.
Could I have a little, like, American flag in the back? Or something. I don't know how to do this anymore, but we'll give it a shot. When Goldilocks went visiting the bears, they came home from the forest unawares, found cushions off the chairs, porridge everywhere, and bedlam in the bedroom as they hurried up the stairs. When I come home, I look around and sigh. Everything as neat as apple pie. A charming little nest. It gets me so depressed, I want to cry. No, who's been sitting in my chair? Just me, just me. Seems such a pity when I'd share it willingly. I want a den that is happy, homey. I got a yen for a lap below me. If you were sitting in my chair, oh gosh, oh gee. Who's been eating my porridge? Just me, that's who. I'm just the type to go foraging for a midnight snack or two. When you don't see a soul with your morning coffee, you can't casserole, you can't pull toffee. If you were eating my porridge, oh dear, oh do. Hi-ho, and lack-a-day, a lack of love will turn me gray. I want to run away, just like Goldilocks. Who's been sleeping in my bed? Just me, just moi. I'd like a two-fisted biped in my boudoir. I'd like a tweed hanging next to that dress. I'd like to need a larger mattress. If you were sleeping in my bed, tra-la, 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 tra-la.
Bobbie.
Thank you so much. Let's see, I don't know how to say it.
Cheers.
Oh my God, I remember when I first heard and saw Anne McCormack, I thought, oh my God, someday I'd love to know someone like that. You know, that accomplishments and Broadway and all that she's done. And I never thought that when I met her, she unites with people like, I felt like a relative the minute, I know I'm serious, I
You're my
really mean
sister.
that. And I know I say that
You're
a
my
lot.
sister, Bobbie.
She's a sister. She really is and cares about people so much. And I love what they do in their show. I really do.
Yeah.
And I do have sisters in the room. I have a fellow songwriter who's a Horowitz. My sister Sue. We call each other sisters. When we first met, we thought, were we related? We looked at the backgrounds and everything. And I really do think if this planet, certainly this country, wants to come together with love, there's nothing like music and songs, that vibration. And we need all the other things too. I mean, we need everything that everybody does. But with music,
Not me, is it?
well, that's the end of the world. I said music?
Zombie apocalypse.
Oh, wait, it's what time? Yeah, they do that. Well, we have another woman that has been such an uplift for me for so long. And she's so talented, and she's accomplished so much. And am I allowed to say what your next birthday is going to be, Sally darling?
Go ahead, love.
What?
Go ahead.
Her next birthday is going to be 9/9.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
Way off.
Can you believe that?
Way off.
And she's still good. And what keeps her
Stop lying about your age, Sally.
and I think what does keep you going is that you're always happy. You're always happy is your theme. And happy became Sally's theme. And she's going to be singing. Oh, she's a Mac Hansen Award winner.
She's not an honoree.
Bistro Award winner. And now here she comes. And now she can walk up to the stage. I love this.
Not 99.
No.
But it is going to be 89. A little startling. However, I got in touch with Ricky and I said, okay, this is honoring you. Is there anything you'd like me to sing particularly tonight, or that night? And he said, no, just go for it, or in effect. And so, this is a song I haven't sung for many years, but Ricky from Panama Hattie, by Cole Porter, for you. Since I went on the wagon, I'm certain drink is a major crime. For when you lay off the liquor, you feel so much slicker. Well, that is most of the time. But there are moments, sooner or later, when it's tough. I got to say, not to say, waiter. Make it another old-fashioned, please. Make it another double old-fashioned, please. Make it for one who's due to join the disillusioned crew. Make it for one of love's new refugees. Once high in my castle, I reigned supreme. And oh, what a castle built on a heavenly dream. But quick as a lightning flash, that castle began to crash. So make it another old-fashioned, please. Once I owned a treasure so rare, so pure, the greatest of treasures, happiness, safe and secure. But like every hope too rash, my treasure I find is trash. So make it another old-fashioned, please. Leave out the cherry. Leave out the orange. Leave out the bitters. Just make it a straight ride. That's what 99 looks like. Our little humanity is developing, and look at, thank you for helping so many people. Thank you. And thank you. He is so incredible. And I've seen another couple of friends here that are also over 40, like Barbara Malley is in the room looking beautiful. You really are. And now is a fellow coming up who I called my son for many years, because I was introduced to him and they said, you've got to meet him. And then he did a show with my good friend, Dana Lord, who I have a feeling is here tonight. And he did it for a long time, and he is still one of the most lovable, incredible, brilliant young men I know. Warren.
Let me tell you, Mom, after that 99 stuff, be careful before you put the key in the ignition of your car tonight. David, could you please say thank you very much? Okay. Whoa! Well, okay, thanks for bringing it down. We have to touch the button. You know, it's crazy getting, everything got screwed up. You ever have one of those screwed up days? You know, I had to stop at Rite Aid on the way to pick something up here at Don't Tell Mama. And when I went to cash out, the cashier said, just face me, stripe down and looking at me. By the time that and just stripe down and strip down everything, just strip it down. And by the time I realized she meant my debit card, it was too late. But these things happen. It's like terrifying moments in your life. It's like when you have to go to the bathroom, and then when you're done, the toilet doesn't flush, and you're in someone else's house. Okay, well, this is a laughing group. I'm happy. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy that I'm working this evening at a big club up on the west side on 72nd Street. I'm headlining tonight at Papaya King. Easy. And I'm looking around the room, everybody, David Sabelli is Sue Matsuki is here, Barbara Malley is here, Natasha is here, everybody's here. And I'm looking around, to tell you the truth, I'm the biggest name in the room. No, it's true, it is. And it's nice to be here, Bobbie. Thank you for having me on a Saturday, cold, rainy, miserable, height of the off-season. It's the end of my career, ladies and gentlemen. It started raining, I don't need a partner. I had one and she took my house. But when you leave, my car is parked right outside. When you walk by it, just put a stone on top. That's it. But it is so nice to be here. And I have to say, Kevin, I never heard of you. And I'll tell you the truth, so far, I really don't like you. No, that's easy. I'm a nice guy. You're a health instructor. Let me tell you something. Take a good look at me.
Very nice.
This is what you have to look forward to. This is it. No, it's truly it. Because we all go out, we entertain. I do a lot of assisted living in condos and places. Most recently, I've been doing Alzheimer's units, and it's very rewarding. I'm not making fun of it. It is very rewarding. But I would go to some of the rooms and entertain, and I'll say to some of the patients, I really hope that you get better soon. There was this gentleman, and as I'm walking out the door, he said, by the way, I hope you get better too. It was the Catskills is just never going to get out of me. But Kevin, there's so many things that Bobbie had told me about you that aren't true. Because it's a good thing I introduced myself to you, because she had no idea what the hell she was talking about. So I had to cut out all the really good stuff, but it's...
I had a totally different life in the first part.
You really did, because you know what? You're not that good.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Well, you know what it is? He was married, right? And you have a young son. Am I correct?
That's correct.
That's right. Your wife Holly. I mean, when you create a child, I mean, look at David Slone. How it is that we're from the same mother, and I'm so bigger and better. I don't understand. We're going to be in the remake of that movie with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. But it's something, because when you're married, after a number of years, birthdays come up. And what do you get your spouse? It's hard. So I just said, I'm going to ask. I said, honey, just tell me, your birthday's coming. What would you really want? She goes, I want to be on Jerry Springer Live. Oh. Can you imagine that? So I went and got her sister pregnant, and we'll be on next Wednesday. So it would work. That's just what it is. So I kind of did enough of that shit, and I hope all 7 of you are having a great time. It's nice. Is Barbara awake? I'm just checking. But I don't want to take up more time than I should, because you talk about age, and it wasn't even that funny. You talk about age. December 31st, I turned 70 years old. Thank you. That means, Bobbie, you're 109. So I'm kidding. But age really is it's like, in my mind, I really still think that I'm 35. My body thinks my mind is a schmuck, but that's a whole nother story. But I want to just talk for a moment or two, if I may. I hope I haven't taken up too much time, because for what you're paying me, this is as good as it gets. This is it. I want to talk about Ricardo Ritzel. That's my nickname. If I tell you that I love him, I adore him, I worship him. And Ted, you're a very lucky man. Because I'll tell you the truth, except for Kevin and myself, we're the only two straight guys here tonight. And David, although we're not quite sure. And, we're not. And Matthew, I'm still on the keyboard. No, I'm kidding. He's such a nice man. I'll let you play in a little while. As soon as you learn how to play. But no, he knows. But Ricky is a very special human being. I found out some things, and I'm going to talk about it whether he likes it or not. Ricky came from a little town called Braddock, Pennsylvania, and he grew up outside of Pittsburgh. Big town, a mining town, a steel town, a musical town. And when Ricky was born, he lived in a convent with nuns. Yes, people didn't know that. Ricky was adopted by a wonderful family. A wonderful family. They were a bit of a middle-aged couple, and they picked Ricky out of this group of children. Why? Because he had the most beautiful smile, and he was always laughing. He had this almost like an adult sense of humor. I don't know if that's good or bad, but in this case, it really was, because he was adopted by a family that absolutely adored him. I feel like Ralph Edmonds, and This Is Your Life, you know? And we're going to give you a tape of the show, Ricky, and all the people that we brought in from Pittsburgh. They're still at the terminal. You ever do a rehearsal with Ricky Ritzel? We're going to start at 3, and about 10 after 4, you get a text. I'm walking down 9th Avenue in my Hawaiian shirt, my black suit, and red sneakers. You look like a hooker. You know, but isn't that what happens to everybody? And then you rehearse, and when show times comes, he plays something completely different than what you rehearsed. It really does. It does. But they adopted Ricky because he was almost known from St. Philip's. St. Philip's and Philip Neri Kovar. Am I right, Rick, so far? Am I in the right place?
Yeah.
Because this particular saint had a great sense of humor and was always a practical joker. And there is nobody that's funnier or more than a practical joker than Ricky Ritzel, I have to say. He can take the joke and you can give it to him, and it's just amazing. And his father was a baker, and they had a bakery. Is that correct?
That's it.
Obviously, you're still taking down those croissants, brother. I'm telling you. Next time they're auditioning for Tevye, they're going to have 2 horses pulling that milk crate. I'm telling you. We did it here, so I know. And they instilled music into this young man. He loved music. And at the age of 6, they bought him a piano. And someday he'll learn to play it. But he has. And they would take him to see musical shows. And he was just a great kid who was turned into a great adult. And if I can say anything about anyone, I adore him for his character, for his personality, and for his love of his friends and human beings. I don't know how else to say it except that, Ted, you are a very lucky man. Someone once said to me, and I forget the show that I was doing, I think it was Death of a Salesman, to tell you the truth, but they said, you know, Warren, when you perform, you remind me of an old soul. And I really didn't know what it meant. I thought maybe they were making fun of me, but I realized that it was a compliment, you know? And Ricky, you are like an old soul. To know you is to love you, because you're just something that God has given, a gift to all of us, that I'm going to cherish all of my life.
Yes.
Our friendship. I brought a little song, but I've taken up too much time. I think. Don't you, Bobbie? You know?
Can we keep going? Come on.
Keep going.
No. I knew you'd say that. I'll give you the $10 later. You know, and then I'm taking Ricky to Katz's Deli. Okay. This is just a little song. I rewrote the lyrics to. It's a Gershwin tune. I hope you like it. And here again, if you don't, I really don't care. Been entertaining for a long time, on stages where I love to be. Got lots of gigs, I've made it big, and I am on TV. Did voiceovers for toilet paper, for Lucky Charms and M&Ms. I used to croon in the saloons, but that was way back when. Whoa, showbiz, how I love you, how I love you. We're all mishpacha. Forget your aches and pains. Sit back, enjoy, and let me try and entertain my agents, waiting for me, praying for me when I do stand up. The best is getting a standing O when everybody loves my show. Thank you so much. Nice try, Matthew. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom. In Hebrew, that means great. I think, and we're all one religion. I go to Unity, but I know I grew up, you know, in the temple, and it's all good, and we're all the same. And it's all lovely. And I thank you so much. Oh, God. Now, as a young lady who, every time she comes to sing, makes my heart move. And she is a 2018 MAC Award nominee for her New York debut, Among the Stars, which was performed at Don't Tell Mama. And I just am thrilled to have Kati Neiheisel here.
Thank you, Bobbie. And I'm thrilled to be here today for Kevin and Ricky.
The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. Anyone knows that love is the only road. Since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. Give us a smile. Isn't it a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. spinning through space, the smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race, some kind of lovely ride. I'll be sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's just a lovely ride. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
And the woman who's going to be coming up now I now feel, I really do feel she's family. I mean, really, I do. And she is such a helper in the universe, and such a love for people, and such a talent. And if you read her entire bio, you go, oh my God, she did all of that. And she's going to be singing Smile in honor of the Jimmy Durante show that Ricky Ritzel.
I learned from you. Here goes that Ember.
God, how many children are missing?
I'm lucky if I can find my way home.
So yes, you know, through the years, I mean, Ricky has won like 58 MAC awards at this point, and this was a show that he won a MAC award for in, I think it was 1994, Ricky?
Around then.
Yeah. I mean, I actually looked it up online. And, you know, I've known Ricky for 1,000 years and seen him go through many phases, but he is always genuine, warm, talented, giving, everything that everybody has been saying today. So, I mean, I love you, Ricky, and I just wanted to do something to honor that show that you did. Schnazola, I think it was, wasn't it? But the funny thing was, I looked it up online last night. This was the only song that wasn't in the song list. So, yeah, but at least in the one that you posted online.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was a song that Durante sang all the time. So in honor of you, Ricky.
Thank you. I love
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fears and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness. hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just
amazing. I mean, the whole world of music is so wonderful to me because people of every color, every shape, every size are here. And I am so excited that now, coming from the video, is she here? Miss Natasha Castillo. Is going to be singing the song that's going to make me very proud.
Thank you, and all of you know that I'm very happy to be kidnapped by Bobbie because she found me at the salon and then she's like, "You are adorable and I'm going to kidnap you." And that was the beginning of a wonderful time. And I'm here to sing a song. Guess who wrote that beautiful song? It was Bobbie herself. Even though right now it's not Christmas, but during this whole pandemic, I feel like every day kind of feels like the other day. So it may very well be Christmas. That's why I'm doing this song that's more of a Christmas song. And thank you, Matthew. As I write this letter, all I see is you, waiting for my kiss on Christmas. No word could sound better than I love you too. Lots of love from me to you. The only wish that's on my Christmas list is that I spend this Christmas Eve with you. When I come home for the holidays, make my wish come true.
Lots of love from me to you. Let's stay at home this year on Christmas Eve. We'll light a fire and trim a tree for two. Under a ceiling of mistletoe, nothing is taboo. Lots of love from me to you. As I write this letter, all I see is you, waiting for my kiss on Christmas. No word could sound better than I love you too. Lots of love from me to you. Let's stay at home this year on Christmas Eve. We'll dim the lights as I say yes to you. And we'll remember this Christmas Eve when I said I do. Lots of love from me to you. Lots of love from me to you.
That's a song by Bobbie. If you love songs by Bobbie, you should let her know she's happy to share her songs with anybody who wants to sing her song. And she's one of the most supportive person in cabaret, and we all love her. And then you know what? And Bobbie is one of those people who we should be honoring as well. She's over 50, and she's wonderful. You know what? She honors everybody, but she should be honored at the same time.
I love you, Natasha. And she's been such a help in every way to so many people. And she's a great videographer. I didn't even know that at the beginning. Oh my God. And thank you.
Thank you. And I love it when people come to my birthday show here.
Yes. Oh, please your birthday show.
Yes, my birthday show is March 1st here in this very room. It's going to be a party, 80s style.
Yes. I could have said that right off. I don't know what my birthday, but I'll be here. Oh, wow. And I think we can make time for this. Can we? One of the most wonderful, beloved people in the world of cabaret is here as a visitor tonight. And I would love to have her come up and do a song. Matsuki has been such a help to so many people. And who is here today this for the last time, you know, they have a wonderful program that they do. And everyone should have it.
Thank you, Bobbie. Since we had so many bells here. Well, Bobbie kind of said that if there's time, she would have me come up. That's why. The only reason why I got up and walked up on that wonderful introduction, I hope it's me. Oh, it's not. Anyway, Bobbie, I agree with Natasha. I think we should all be honoring you because you do this. You bring us all together. I do want to say that, Kevin, while I don't know you, hearing your bio and meeting you today, I want to know more about you, and I will look for those opportunities to do that. Michael's song said it all. It was awesome. And Ricky Ritzel, who I affectionately call my lover. I don't know which one of us started that, but we walk by each other, hello, lover, hello, lover. So I adore you. I have always adored you, and I honored him in my Urban Stages show this past year for piano bar players, because he's one of the most extraordinary piano bar players we have playing, along with this gentleman here, Mr. Matthew Horowitz. So let's just try to, we haven't rehearsed, let's just try to give this a shot. This is, I think, how we all feel about Babala, our mom, and I think it's how we all feel about you who come here to these shows and share this moment with us. Nothing seemed to matter anymore. I didn't care what I was headed for. Time was standing still. Nothing counted till there came a knock, knock, knocking at the door. It's love, it's love. Well, who would have thought it? If this is love, then why have I fought it? What a way to feel I can touch the sky. What a way to feel I'm a different girl. It's love at last. I've someone to cheer for. It's love at last. I've learned what I'm here for. I've heard it said, you know it when you see it. Well, I see it, I feel it. Love, I walked right in and drove the shadows away. Love walked right in, brought my sunniest days. One magic moment, and my heart seemed to know that love said hello. Though not a word was spoken, one look and I forgot the gloom of the past. One look and I had found my future at last. One look and I had found a world completely new. I knew from the start this would be my day, Bobbie, 'cause love walked in when you came my way. Ricky, Kevin, when love walked in with you. With you. Thank you so much. Bobbie Horowitz. She was in a house and support. And I don't know but I see a gentleman in here, and I don't know if you'd want to say a few words, or Bennett Silverstein? Did you want to, or you don't have to?
Do I want to what, Bobbie?
Sing a song, say a few
Pick up on
words.
checks,
I would love to sing
pick
a
up on
song.
Pardon?
I would love to.
Okay. Bennett Silverstein, everyone. You all know him and love him. Who doesn't?
Oh, thank you so much.
This is kind of a surprise because I didn't know that I was going to be asked, and I honestly, yeah, I'm
What are
sure.
we going to do, Bennett?
Well, it's at the spur of the moment, so let's
I'm gonna hurt you.
Vasectomy.
I'm gonna colonoscopy, but no anesthesia.
And here's a nice. I wasn't expecting this, and I want to thank Bobbie from the bottom of my heart for giving me this chance to perform. That it's just a number. You know, many years ago I was a member of a cabaret group, and we used to perform at senior citizen centers. And I think that all of you are going to love this story. We just got through singing at a senior citizen center, and one of the workers walked over to me. She said, the lady in the wheelchair wants to talk to you. And she said in September she was going to be celebrating her 100th birthday. And they were going to give her a party at the home, and she said, I want you to come and sing at my party. And you know, what are the chances she wouldn't make it? That's well, she made it. So did I. And when I got there, you know, they didn't know who I was, so I introduced myself and I told her daughter, your mother asked me to come today to sing at your party. She said, well, how much do you want for it? And I said, nothing at all. I said, there were 6 of us performing that day. I was the only one your mother asked to come today to sing at her party. I won't take a dime from you.
No.
And you know, what's the perfect song for a centenarian? Yeah, and this is what I gave her. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard to find to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. Here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. And here is the best part. You have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. And the reason why I get better and kinder and nicer, it's so easy to do when you have a friend just like Bob. We just need Natasha. Bobbie is Natasha's cabaret mommy. Bobbie is my cabaret big sister because, you know, in November I'm turning 70, and they, you know, have to be good. And yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
And well, this is just so exciting. Let's see, is there anyone that I didn't point out?
Let's hear from Ricky. Ricky. His Honor, Ricky Ritzel.
You know what? Just before Cindy serves breakfast.
Ricky, are you still here?
Is he awake? Honorable Ricky Ritzel.
I'm loving this.
Are you still here?
Let's go on.
Yes, he's here. He's here.
Did you want to come up and say something?
Take your time, Rick. We have all night.
The center of why I do this. And I'm sorry that you need the cane. I shouldn't have made you walk. Oh, I was going to come down to you.
Oh, you're going to help him up. That's good.
I was going to walk
Sit.
Warren promised he'd heckle me.
Oh, you don't worry, Joey.
Why do I say anything?
I'll be nice.
Oh, you'll be nice.
When?
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I'd like to thank everybody, especially Bobbie.
Yes.
I mean, getting out of bed on a Saturday before 2 p.m. It must be love. No, I really appreciate everybody being here, and hope I can keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And Friday we have another show with Warren and Sally. Sally's good, so her keys are staying the same.
Wait till she turns 99.
But yeah, that's about it. I'm very happy that everybody was here, and it's nice to meet Kevin, and good to see everybody here. Thanks very much.
Ricky for schlepping down the aisle. But Ricky is just such a stalwart. He is what cabaret is.
Unstoppable on a roll.
Guys, are you that? I'll believe it.
Okay, I guess I do have like 2 minutes to sing a song that has become the theme of this show, and I think anyone who knows it can, sing along with me. From the day I entered high school, I craved that senior jacket. Through the long, long days of freshman year, I wondered, could I hack it? I looked up to upperclassmen, and it seemed so far away, till I'd finally be a senior and be worshipped every day, and I'd say never a freshman again. Never a freshman again. Time for easy breathing, I've completed all my teething. Never a freshman again. And then I hit those Ivy halls. Thank God that I got in. I rushed all the sororities, kept praying that I'd win them. Thank you, SDT. As a sophomore and a junior, I kept praying for that date when I'd finally be a senior and play till I graduate, and I said never a freshman. David Slone went there too. Never a freshman. years I kept on praying that I could be successful. The pleasures came, the joys were grand, but many days were stressful. I feared that getting on in years would mean that I grow old. But I keep getting younger, at least that's what I'm told. I've learned that love is all that counts, especially love including loving me. And since my cells can all renew, I'm young as I can be. I think of thoughts like building up instead of breaking down. And now my life's one senior prom, and I get discounts all around town. So come on, boys, I get my way. 'Cause senior year is here to stay. Never a freshman again. I don't mean maybe. Never a freshman again.
Somebody will worry about it.